people have been asking me for years to make a yoga video because people live in other towns and states and can't take my class. So I'm going to aim for a 20-minute practice today. Hopefully you can hear me and follow along. Let's say some guidelines. Eat 2 hours before class. And don't ever leave a yoga class early because the last pose is the most important pose. So we're going to start in child's pose here. I'm just sitting back on the hips, upper body resting over the legs, relaxing the head, taking a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So it's really important at the beginning of your practice to slow your breathing down. If you're just stretching and you're not breathing deeply, then you're stretching. You're not doing yoga. So now we're going to go ahead and close the mouth, starting to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. So you should start to actually hear the breath move through the back of the throat and the neck. So you want to try to maintain that breathing only through the nose, through your whole practice. So we're going to go ahead and just pull up to hands and knees. Make sure that the knees are directly underneath the hips, the hands are directly underneath the shoulders. Spread those fingers apart, so feel that stretch there in the fingers and hands. The arms are strong and straight, and rotate your inner part of your elbow a little bit forward, moving the shoulders away from the ears and down the back. Make sure those feet are directly behind the knees, and we're going to go ahead and tuck the toes under, pressing the heels back and down. So really press back and down through the heels. Nice stretch through the back of the legs here. Try to keep the head and the neck as relaxed as possible, and then we're going to start walking those feet up to the hands until you're in a standing forward bend. So initially here, a lot of people will have their head forward. You want to relax the head and the neck. If you need to, if there's a lot of tension in the neck, actually look in toward your belly button. Let's go ahead and clasp either elbow with the hand, shake the head no, nod the head yes. Just take a couple of deep breaths here, feeling that stretch through the back of the legs. And then release the clasp of the hands. Here, let's take a deep breath in. And then exhale, we're going to float the arms out to either side, moving you through a flat back to come all the way up. Looking up as the hands touch overhead. One full circle, hands come down through the center. Back up overhead. And go ahead and swan dive forward all the way back down. And then either hands to the shins, to the feet, or to the mat. And you're going to stretch forward, shoulders away, look forward. Palms down. It's okay if you need to bend the knees. So palms down and start to walk the feet back until you are in a plank. So right here, your body should be parallel to the floor. And now we're going to slowly lower down with strength. So if you get part way and you start to lose the strength, you can lower the knees. Rest of the body stays in a nice straight line all the way down. Top of the feet on the mat, deep breath in. Exhale, low back presses down into the mat, move the chest through and up, moving the shoulders away from the ears here. So always okay to take a little extra time in your Cobra. In some classes it's a little bit rushed here. Don't feel rushed. Usually people tend to stay in downward dog for a little too long. So the rest of the class will be there in downward dog waiting for you. And tuck the toes under, press the heels back and down. Try to feel something a little bit different each time you move into this downward dog. And let's go ahead and bring the feet up to the hands, head and neck nice and relaxed. Deep breath in. Exhale, arms float out. This time, as soon as the hands touch, dive forward all the way back in. And pressing into the shins or the feet or the mat. Look forward. Palms down. This time, let's take a big step back with the right foot. Lowering that back knee down. Arms out of either side, pull the thighs up. So no forward or backward motion here. And then straighten that back leg. Body comes up. With the arms out of either side. Step the front foot to meet the back. Strong plank. And slowly lower down with strength. Remember, it's okay to lower the knees first. And top of the feet on the mat. Inhaling, moving with the breath. Exhale. The strength of the low back presses down. The arms help the shoulders move down. And tucking the toes under, pressing the heels back and down. And this time, stabilizing everything, we're going to lift the left leg straight up. And let's bring that left knee toward left elbow. Weight shifts forward. And maybe your knee touches your elbow. Shoot the left leg back and up. And let's go ahead and bring that left foot all the way through. So that you're in a nice deep lunge. Good, so we're going to stay in this lunge. Arms out of either side. Both arms up. Strong pressure. Flip the arms out at either side. Step back foot up to meet the front. Relax the head, the neck. Deep breath in. Exhale, arms float out. Do a flat back all the way up. Look up. And swan dive forward all the way back down. And hands to the shins. Press into the shins, the feet or the mat. Look forward. Palms down. Big step back, left foot. Nice deep lunge. Lowering that back knee, arms out at either side, both arms up. And go ahead and straighten that back leg. Good, float the arms out at either side. Step front to back, strong plank. So in your plank, even the shoulders are moving away from the ears. Slowly lower down with strength. And top of the feet on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, low back down, chest forward, shoulders away. And tuck the toes under, pressing the heels back and down. And we're going to lift that right leg straight up, trying to touch the sky. And bring right knee toward right elbow. Maybe it touches. Shoot it up. And let's bring it all the way through. Nice deep plunge. And then arms out at either side. Both arms up. And float the arms out at either side. Step front to meet back. Strong plank. One motion. Slowly lowers you down. Brings the chest through and up. Take your time. And tuck the toes under. Pressing the heels back and down. Alright, so right here, stabilizing everything. Lifting that left leg straight up. Bring it all the way through. Nice deep lunge. And now rotate back right foot. Flat. 45-degree angle. Arms out at either side. Both arms up. Strong warrior lunge. And now we're going to bring the arms behind the back. Interlacing the fingers, squeezing the palms together with the arms straight. Then we're going to lift up through the chest and out and over that front leg. Coming up through the center, release that clasp, both arms up. And let's let the arms out at either side. Rotate back, put your arm above the foot. Step front to beat back. You're back in that plank. One motion slowly lowers you down. Brings the chest through and up. Take your time here. And tucking the toes under, pressing the heels back and down. We're going to lift that right leg straight up. And bring it all the way through. So first you're in a nice deep lunge. Then you rotate backwards so it's flat. Arms out at either side. Both arms up here. So you're bringing that back hip forward. together, shoulder blades down. Open up the chest. Up first. And out and over the front leg. Relax the head and neck. Constantly going back to your own breath. Alright, coming back up through the center, releasing that clasp. Both arms up. And then floating those arms out of either side. One hand down either side of that front foot. Rotate back foot so that it's flat. Big step back on that right foot. We're going to do 3 yoga push-ups. The emphasis here on your breathing. So, from the plank, you slowly lower down. If you want to challenge balls of the feet, upward dog. Inhale till you can't breathe in anymore. And then press back to your downward dog completely. Exhale. And then you move back into the plank. Or, slowly lowering all the way down. Top of the feet. And completely filling with breath here. And completely emptying it out in your downward dog. There's 3 of those. I'm going to do one more here. Go ahead and start to walk the feet and the hands toward each other. So that they meet halfway. Relax the head, the neck. Relax everything. And now I want you to slowly roll up. So bottom to the top of the spine. So that means that your head should be the very last thing to come up. Neck is the top of the spine. All the way. Nice and tall. Good. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to go into a couple of a little bit more sustained poses. You should be a little bit warmed up. Yeah. So you're safely warm now. So we're going to go ahead and shift our weight into the left leg, left foot. So think about engaging through this strong quadricep muscle. Rotate the right foot out to the right, bringing the sole of the right foot in. So that's your foundation for your tree pose. And then the arms and hands, the branches, the leaves of the tree. You can keep them here. You can bring the arms up overhead. You can really do whatever you like with the arms and hands. Most important thing is you have that strong foundation with the legs and lift up with the upper body, and you have a focal point. So I'm going to look at one spot, that's one color, it's not moving, and I'm just going to keep my gaze right there. Good, and then release the arms and release the legs. So our focal point is really important in yoga. It determines the alignment of your spine, right? So if I'm looking down, obviously I'm breaking the line with the neck. You don't want to look too far up. So depending on what pose you're doing, where you look is really important. Also, it's less information visually. So put your weight into that strong straight right leg. Rotate the left foot out to the left. Bring in the sole of the left foot in. So when you first start practicing yoga in a class setting, it's normal to be looking around you to see what other people are doing. But once you've been practicing for a couple of months, the group energy is nice, but you definitely should be focused on yourself, on your own body, your own breath, and your own gaze. Let's go ahead and release the arms. Go ahead and release that leg. So we're going to take the legs wide apart. Sometimes I'll have people jump. You can jump or step. And then rotate right foot out to the right. So your feet are in one line with each other. Your hips are both facing the side, arms out at either side. And then just move the upper body out and over the right leg. right hand down here and left arm up. So the correct alignment for your head and neck, look up toward that hand. Very common place to have a lot of stress and tension though is in the neck. So if when you look up to that hand you feel like it's stressful for your neck, you can look down first, take a deep breath or two there so it stretches that area out, then turn the gaze up into the correct alignment. Good, and then come up through the center. I love triangle. So if you only did like 4 or 5 poses, you should always do triangle. Rotate that right foot in, left foot out. Legs are in line, so my feet are in one line with each other. Hips are facing the side. Lean out and over the leg. Left hand down. Right arm up, and I'm stretching these arms away from me. You're looking up toward that hand. Again, if that feels like you're, if you're making the tension in the neck worse, you need to stretch it out first. Look down, take a deep breath or two, and then get into the correct alignment. Good, right arm pulls you up through the center. Ah, that feels good. And then rotate the left foot in. Okay, so we're gonna keep the legs nice and wide here, arms out at either side. And let's take a forward bend, pausing halfway when the back is nice and flat. So finding this position and just being suspended here. You're moving the shoulders down the back, you're lengthening through the crown of the head. It's probably good to see this sideways. Hopefully my form is flawless. There's no mirror there. So in order to have my back flat, I'm engaging the abs a little bit. So thinking somebody could come along and eat lunch off my back. And then moving those shoulder blades down and lengthening through the crown of the head, which is about right here. And of course, breathing in through the nose. So we're going to keep the arms where they are. Just rotate the spine to the left, right hand down. Notice how both of my palms are facing forward. And through the center to the right. And through the center to the left. And through the center to the right. Okay, and let's bring that right hand down to meet the left. So now the hands are directly underneath the shoulders. And we're going to heel toe the feet together so that they're as far apart as you need to have them to be able to squat back with the soles of the feet flat. So the fact is that this is a yoga pose because we've gotten away from sitting naturally in our body. This is a very, the most natural seated position for the human body. If you try this and it feels uncomfortable, it's really important that you practice correctly so that you can get back to being able to have a natural seated position. We've had couches and chairs and benches our whole life, so we're kind of spoiled. But you want to get back to the place where this is comfortable. So that means if you can only go this far, keeping your feet flat, this would be your correct pose. You might want to bring the feet out a little bit wider too. And then you just work from there. You keep practicing. So let's relax the head, the neck. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press out on the knees. Hands come down through the center. And relax the head, the neck. Deep breath in. And exhale, elbows press out, shoulders away. Good, and let's bring those palms down, straightening the legs out, and heel toe the feet together. All the way now. So toes, heels, knees all touching. And we're going to sit back again. This time come up to the balls of the feet. So you want to have the soles of the feet together. And we're going to rotate the knees out to the side. Soles of the feet together. So stretch the bones and muscles in your feet out, especially in winter. We're wearing shoes all the time. Stretch that out. And then hands in prayer. Interlace the fingers. Arms straight. Keep the rib cage in, and then lift those arms up overhead. Alright, releasing the arms down, bringing the knees back together. And Cece. And let's go ahead and just sit down on the mat. Good thing I was about to sit down. Alright, I'm coming up, going up to the front of the mat. Knees bent, feet flat, nice long spine, and then very slowly with control, relaxing the whole spine down into the mat, bottom to the top. Not quite in Shavasana yet. So we're going to do one shoulder bridge, bring those feet in a little bit closer, palms down, and then slowly bring the spine up, bottom to the top of the spine. Once you're there, interlace the fingers, arms straight, flat on the mat, and really try to get the arms straight and the shoulders down the back. So the reason this is called shoulder bridge is that you want to feel that you're on the top of the shoulders. Good, and then release the clasp of the hands, slowly relax the spine back down into the mat, nice and slow, top to the bottom. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and go up into our shoulder stand. So it is important to do an inverted pose before the end of class because you want to reverse the blood flow in your body. So if you have shoulder problems or you're pregnant or you don't want to do shoulder stand, you're going to go ahead and lie on the back with the legs straight up. So, you know, it's pretty easy, right? You could even do this against a wall, the wall right behind the legs. Still very effective in bringing the blood down from the legs and the feet. So otherwise in your shoulder stand, you're going to come up to the very top of the shoulders with the hands supporting the back and the legs straight up toward the feet. And once there, circle the ankles around and reverse the direction of that circle. And then keeping the spine straight and the legs straight. Hinge at the hips, slowly, carefully lowering the legs out and over your head for your plow pose. So if you weren't in shoulder stand, you wouldn't go into your plow pose. You're still just lying down with the legs up. Continue to breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. And now with the arms down flat behind the back, palms facing down, go ahead and uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, back down into the mat. Until the legs are the very last. Alright, so Shavasana is the most important pose of your practice. So Shavasana is your last pose, and there is a technique to it. You let the, well, you wouldn't normally have the legs this wide, but you let the feet fall out to the side. Cece. Feet fall out to the side, let the hips open out, let the shoulders relax away from the ears. Arms in close, palms facing up, so you're still receptive. Relax all the muscles of the face. So relax the forehead, let the eyes close, relax the cheeks, relax the jaw. As if you were saying ah. And then just give yourself a couple of moments to go back to a nice, calm, neutral space. Welcome to stay in Shavasana longer, or if you're doing this before you go to bed, stay there forever. But those of you that are in between things, wiggle the fingers and toes around, and let's go ahead and bend the knees. Bringing the knees in toward the body. Rolling over onto your right side into a little ball. And use the strength of your left arm to push yourself up to a seated position. let's bring the hands together at the heart. Thanks so much for sharing this little part of your day with me and allowing me to help you. I hope you have a great day. Namaste.